We have some major breaking news. It has been announced that Will Brown will make his NASCAR Cup Series debut at Sonoma Raceway. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to the video. As I just said a second ago, we got some massive and major breaking news as it has been announced that Will Brown will make his NASCAR Cup Series debut at Sonoma. He will drive the number 33 car for Richard Childress Racing. This was originally going to be Brody Kosecki's ride for not only Sonoma later this year, but also for the Chicago Street Course. But remember, it was announced there was a falling out between Peter Adelton, who was sponsor of Mobile X, after it was announced that Brody Kosecki was going to be returning to Erebus Racing. And now Will Brown, who is the current points leader in supercars, which really interesting, by the way, is AAA Engineering is his organization and team. But Erebus will be involved with this organization as well. Here is a statement from Will Brown on Twitter. Absolutely incredible opportunity to be able to head stateside and race at the highest level in America with Richard Childress Racing. Can't wait to get Sonoma and have been working hard to prep. But first, we've got supercars in Perth this weekend. This is absolutely huge. We have been seeing a lot of drivers from the supercar world coming into NASCAR in recent years. Obviously, we've seen Shane Van Gisbergen come and run at the Chicago Street Course and go out and win. And now he's racing full-time in the NASCAR Xfinity Series and is hoping in the not-so-distant future to run full-time in the Cup Series with Trackhouse Racing. It's heavily rumored that they're going to be purchasing or merging with Kaulig Racing next year in the Cup Series. And it sounds like SVG could be running full-time, also be teammates with Zane Smith, Ross Chastain, and Daniel Suarez next year. Though Noah Grace, it could be another driver that's in the running to go there next year. It was also announced earlier this week that Cam Waters will also be making his NASCAR Cup Series debut at Sonoma Raceway, driving a 60 car for RFK Racing, a Sage 60 car. We had thought maybe Haley Deegan or some even thought Carl Edwards was going to come out of retirement and drive in that seat, which of course I didn't think that was going to happen. I had heard Cam Waters' name mentioned for a long time as a big possibility, and now we'll see him make his debut. And now, like I said, you've got Will Brown coming over and racing in the sport. I absolutely love to see all these drivers in the supercar world coming in racing. Shane Van Gisbergen has opened up the floodgates and opened up the possibilities of this becoming a reality. And to me, I think it's absolutely phenomenal and absolutely incredible to see. Now, realistically, what are my expectations for Will Brown in his debut? To me, I genuinely think Will Brown could go out there and contend maybe for the win and victory. I'm being serious. Will Brown is a very talented driver. He's won a lot of races there. He nearly won the championship last year. I think it was in the top 3 or 4 points at the end of the season. And like I already mentioned, he's leading the points currently at the moment. So I think realistically he's going to have a chance and opportunity. And not only that, but Rich Childress Racing has been very solid and fast, especially with Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch has been in contention to win some of these races with RCR, and they were in contention a few years ago when Tyler Reddick was driving for this organization. Now, will Will Brown run more races in the Cup Series? That will depend on his schedule. But if the Chicago Street Course is another race that is available for him, I think that will potentially be another race that we could see him run. And that would be really cool for him to get the chance and opportunity to run at the Chicago Street Course. Considering the fact that we know Shane Van Gisbergen is going to be driving the 16 car for Kaulig Racing, which Trackhouse will be preparing that car. We also know that Cam Waters could also be in the running to drive in that seat as well. And seeing those three drivers potentially go up against each other for the win, to me, is phenomenal and absolutely incredible. And maybe in the future, if he is successful, maybe we could see more drivers from the supercar world, like a Brock Feeney, perhaps, come over and race in the sport. To me, I'm really excited about this overall. I'm glad to see they'll be driving the 33 car, and we'll see what other races they decide to run, but it's just so cool to see the supercar movement that we've been seeing in recent years and recent seasons. And I truly do believe that Will Brown is going to be a very solid and serious threat and contender when he comes over here. He's going to be driving a Chevrolet, and we know Chevy has had a lot of success over here, and they almost won the race last year with Kyle Busch, that being RCR. So I do think that we are going to see them be pretty solid and pretty big contenders overall. And I would love, like I said, realistically just get some experience in the Cup Series. And if you enjoy and you really love what you're doing, do what basically SVG's done and come over and race full-time in 2025. Though I don't think realistically that's going to happen because I think Will Brown is absolutely focused on winning championships currently in supercars. It'd be also because I think Red Bull's associated with him as well. So maybe we can find a way to see Red Bull work with him next year if he was to join the sport. So, though, I'm just excited to see this, and we've seen so many incredible legends from other forms of racing come over and race the next-gen car. Jordan Taylor, Kimi Räikkönen. Jenson Button's come over in recent years. Shane Van Gisbergen, Cam Waters from the Supercars world. Some have suggested at one point that Juan Montoya was going to come out of retirement. And now you've got another legend of the sport. And he's going to get to race against some really awesome drivers in the Cup Series too. Guys like Kyle Busch, drivers like Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, you name it. Even some other big names that could come from the lower series that could move up in the future. Maybe some drivers if Kurt Busch ever decides to come out of retirement, maybe we could see him run. So, though, I'm just excited to see this for him, and I'm looking forward to seeing him join up with Rich Schultz Racing because, like I said, I truly do believe that Will Brown is going to have a really solid shot and opportunity. Realistically, I think ultimately the goal for Will Brown is to go out there and get some experience in the Cup Series, but I do think he could be one to watch out for. I know a lot of the Australian fans that watch the channel, I think they're absolutely going to enjoy and see him getting the chance and opportunity. And we're probably going to do a video talking about all these drivers' performances because I just want to talk about all the drivers' success, especially at Sonoma, which we know the road course racing probably ain't going to be great because let's be real and honest, to those who are newer from Australia, especially watches, the next-gen car doesn't absolutely race amazing on the road courses, but I do think we could see some really exciting and solid racing overall in general. But it's just, like I said, it's just so awesome and exciting to see another driver from that realm of motorsports coming over and racing because we all compared the supercars kind of like to the next-gen car a little bit. And I think it could create a very big linear system overall. So again, I'm very excited about this for him, and I'm absolutely looking forward to see Will Brown be extremely successful. I think he at least will definitely get a top 10 for sure, but I could also absolutely see Will Brown go out there and compete for the win and victory. So once again, excited for him, and I'm just so excited to see Will Brown get the chance and opportunity to make his NASCAR Cup Series debut at Sonoma Raceway later this year. It's been rumored for a while, kind of got confirmed a couple weeks ago, but we now know it's officially official that Will Brown will in fact make his NASCAR Cup Series debut at Sonoma Raceway. So that is going to be today's special breaking news report on Will Brown making his Cup Series debut. One thing, guys, for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Let's go below that and comment your thoughts below on today's video. What are your expectations for Will Brown making his NASCAR Cup Series debut? Do you think he's going to win with Rich Schultz Racing, or do you think he's going to struggle at all? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we're gonna have the race picks for the All-Star race, and then we're also gonna have the paint schemes for the All-Star race and the All-Star Open as well. Then on Friday, we should have a NASCAR news. We discussed the news over the course of the last couple of days, and we'll also talk probably more on this story as well. Then Saturday and Sunday, we'll have race reviews for trucks and Cup, and we've got a lot of great content dropping over the course of the next few weeks, and I can't wait for you guys to check out. We are also getting relatively close to 3,000 subs. I got some big plans for that once we reach that. So if you enjoyed today's video and you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.